What's up, YouTube? Hey, later today I'm going to install this aftermarket clutch in the turbo sportster. Trying to get this thing ready. I was gonna wait, but we have it was actually today, but it got postponed due to weather. We're gonna have a Carolina no time race at Piedmont, I believe, next weekend during a Sunday fun day deal. So I need to tear this clutch apart and make sure there ain't nothing screwy going on with it before I actually install it on the bike. So kind of one of those trust but verify things. And this is a Barnett Scorpion. I don't know too much about them. On the other bike I have a Energy One +1 plate that takes the place of that. And again, I don't know why Harley does that silly ass shit. Puts that waved spacer in the middle of the clutch pack. Maybe it's some kind of a cush drive or cushion. I don't know why they do it. Anyway, it doesn't hold up to any kind of power abuse at all. So, but it has the Energy One +1 in it and a 15% stronger spring. I believe you can buy that diaphragm spring clear up to 30%. But this bike here is probably going to put out too much power for even that. So it has an OEM clutch in it right now that is roasted. So we're going to open this up and verify everything's good before I actually put it on the bike. Well, that still seems to be stuck. All right. All right. That looks good. That thing actually doesn't even need to be in there. What the hell that? Okay. Make sure these steels all face the same direction on release. For those of you that don't know, I'll explain that to you. On a steel, a stamped steel, it's going to be rounded on one edge and sharp on the other. Okay, so you want the rounded edge facing towards the back, because when you're releasing the clutch, you want it smooth. And if it's sharp edges facing back, it could catch. Hope that makes sense. So to make sure they're all oriented the correct way. Everything looks good. It's a nice clutch. Not much to it. Make sure the rounded edges are down. Yep. Looks like that was already set up right. I'm a little funny about anything carbon fiber when it comes to clutch plates. They don't tend to work out that well. I actually like OEM fibers, but when it comes to Harley Davidson, like I said, they do that silly, and I could probably pull a stock one apart, but I don't really want to right now. Kind of got enough other stuff going on. I don't need to fool with that right now. That is the puller. That might need a little bit of something cleaned out there. Get that screw slot cleaned out. Okay, all that looks good. Don't see any problems with anything. Again, I got this with the bike. I don't know if Perry actually bought it secondhand from somebody else, but it's definitely used. But it's in good shape. Don't really see any problems with it. And it's a 6-spring, which actually makes it somewhat tunable. And what I mean by that is, if you set up, and you got to be careful with this because you'll actually smoke the clutch if you're not careful, but you can, with 6 springs, you can take 3 of them and set them up with lighter pressure and actually stiffen the other 3 up, and it almost acts as like a 2-stage clutch. But if you get the first stage too light, it could actually damage the clutch when you're taking off. So I think we'll go with the straight up setup, and that's going to have to stay off of there until I get the basket mounted in. So I'll leave this stuff here. Once I get my tools gathered up and get set up out there in the trailer, because I'm working on this bike out in the trailer, because as y'all can see, the OG's still part in the building here. So we'll get get some tools out there, get set up. I will start another video. I'll show you all how to put this aftermarket clutch in that bike. And actually, excuse me, I have a replacement primary cover that's black, which is, you all know how I feel about chrome. Chrome can go. So that all came with the bike: a derby cover, inspection cover, primary cover, all blacked out. So I'm pretty excited about that. Get rid of some chrome off the side of it there because it's dripping with it. Disgusting. So, okay, let me get set up out there. I'll get back with y'all here in a little bit and show you how to swap clutch in that thing.